大家好，欢迎来到 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间。
Hi everybody and welcome back to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast. My microphone is escaping. It's slowly falling down. Welcome back to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast. 我的名字是志同瑶。你呢？
我的名字是麻醉剂。
And we're here today to present you with a new podcast.
是
Episode 143.
第143集。
对呀。So seriously, my name isn't 志同瑶, it's Tom, or Tang Mingwei, but you can call me Tom. Tom's fine. And your name is not that either. You're Yula.
我是 Yula.
对呀。So if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. On today's episode, we've got a couple of thank yous, some adverts, we've got some questions, and we've got some very exciting mnemonics book stuff to go back over. And today, the word we're starting on is
麻醉剂。
麻醉剂. Anesthetic, which is super exciting because I have to do that soon in October.
你要跟大家
Yeah, of course I'll tell them. Yeah,
他们有想知道吗？
for sure. Yeah, no, absolutely do. But first we got to do a couple of things. So, Charmaine.
小美好朋友，新朋友你好。
Maybe she'd be a 好朋友, but we actually have to build the relationship.
对呀，我们还没有真的跟他讲到话吧。
Way. So Charmaine's just recently joined as a supporter on Patreon. Charmaine, thank you very much for joining. Has also joined the WhatsApp group. So thank you very much and hopefully settling in with the guys in there.
马来西亚的朋友。
She lives in Malaysia, I believe is Chinese, but lives in Malaysia now and in the States previously, moved back to Malaysia, speaks English and broken Hokkien.
我突然变成妈妈。
对。
福建话。
对。So maybe you'll be able to understand what you're saying even if you spoke broken Hokkien.
对啊，因为福建话跟台语有一点点像。对
Yeah,
所以
reasonably similar.
对啊。
So yeah, thank you very much, Charmaine, for joining us, and thank you very much for listening to the podcast. She found the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and she thought, "Hey, I'm gonna support these guys. I like what they do. 我真的喜欢." So she did, and we're very grateful for that. Also, I want to shout out to Kara, just for caring. Thanks, Kara, for caring. Kara sent me an email just to ask about my stomach.
哦，好贴心哦。
对啊， she was sorry to hear that I'm going through issues with my tum tum.
对，你真的瘦很多。
对啊, actually I'm going to be going through issues with my bum bum soon, actually, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But before we talk about that,
你们真的想知道他的棒棒会怎样吗？
你要
他的屁屁。
他们真的需要知道我的屁股的故事。我的屁股的故事很重要。
Okay.
And 我会告诉你, but I'd first look at this. Okay, listen. If you ever wanted to learn how to write Chinese, which probably a lot of you do, I understand that some of you probably just want to learn how to speak, how to listen, how to understand spoken Zhongwen. But then also there'll be a whole bunch of you that will want to learn how to write. And you can do that
对啊
by using an app, a tool called Skritter. Skritter.
是
You can go to that site, skritter.com, and you can sign up. Using the link in our description below. And the reason you would do that is because if you want to support what we do, for example, you click on the link in the description below, either in the podcast description or in the YouTube description or any kind of description you find. You can just go to the library, 图书馆, and just rent a book, find a book and click the link. Yeah, 我开玩笑。
我想说我们 Mandarin Monkey 怎么会有图书馆
Now,
Okay.
So yeah, you click on the link below, and that basically lets them know that you came through from us.
Yeah.
Then we get a small amount. It doesn't cost you any more. Doesn't affect anything you do or you're signing up or anything like that. You can sign up for free, but if you do want to subscribe, you can get 10% off with the promo code Mandarin Monkey. And then we get like a little kickback from what you. That, you know, because you've gone through our link. So
我觉得写中文很好玩，它可以很好玩，但是它也可以很无聊。
对啊。
但是就是看你要怎么 How do you take advantage from it？ 像我有个学生哦，他是在我忘记那个名字了。
没事。
那个 Brazil 那个 country in the Brazil，就是我的 free lesson 的朋友。
And Brazil is a country, yeah.
对。
Do you mean
It
wasn't a country though. It was a place, wasn't it? It was like a city.
对。
Okay, yeah. I can't remember. 忘记了。
Okay, 好 Anyway.
But you thought it was Costa Rica first, didn't you?
很像这个音，很像，听起来很像。
You thought it was Costa Rica, but then it wasn't. It was like Venezuela or something in that.
对。
Yeah.
对不起，我真的忘记了。但是 anyway， 他说他觉得写汉字会让他很 relax， 就是很放松的感觉，所以他很喜欢，非常的喜欢写字。但是我就觉得，哇哦，真的是每个人对写字的感觉不一样。像以前在台湾哦，在台湾的小朋友，他们从7岁开始 ，from 7 years old， 他们要每天写10个到15个中文字。10遍，so 15 words 10 times each， 很多这个很多那这就是为什么，这就是我们学中文字的方法的一个办法，就是我们就是一直写，我们也不会就是去要知道每一个笔画怎么写，我们就是 follow the book， 然后就写，一直写，然后上课的时候写，下课的时候写。考试的时候也要写，所以是很多时候都要写字。
Repetition isn't like vicious repetition.
对，尤其是中文字，真的，你如果像我觉得简单的字啊，在我上个礼拜的 group lesson， 我就有教他们几个，就是跟植物有关 ，some characters about plant related characters。然后他们很简单，是因为我可以讲故事。只是他们在写字的时候，我会跟他们说这个故事是怎么样，然后让他们去记得故事，再去 connect to the character。
但是 so do you mean the story behind the character？
对，不是 story behind， 就是 I create the
you create
story。
Okay。
对，然后去让他们在边写的时候，我就边说这个故事，这是很简单也是很好玩的方法。但是不是每一个中文字都可以这么 lucky， 就是有那个故事可以说。
Yeah.
所以当你的 level 越来越高的时候，你要学的单字也越来越难了。
Yeah。
对啊。
Yeah。
所以如果你真的觉得写字对你来说很好玩、很放松，恭喜你！
对啊。
因为这会是一个你最大的优点，就是你会要多运用 to take this advantage。然后多练习写字，你就可以看很多，你会阅读很多的中文字。
Absolutely.
对啊。
Yeah, so Skritter will help you do that, and not only that, but it also has a SRS system, a spaced repetition system, to help you remember vocabulary. And
对。
we are currently in the process of producing decks and stuff for Skritter, so you guys can follow that up as well with accompanying videos to help you sort of learn through a bunch of new words. So have a look if that sort of sounds like something of interest. Click on the link below and go through and see what you think about Skritter. It's a pretty cool tool to learn to write 中文 Yeah.
Even just for fun 也很好玩。
Yep.
也很有趣了。
对啊，
就是慢慢的 to develop the interest。是一个很棒的学习办法。
对。And obviously, thank you very much to all of our other patrons who continue to support us and continue to keep this up.
对啊，没有你们就没有我们了。
没有
你们，我们就要 disappear 了，我们就要消失了。
We probably just disappear off into like some a private teaching platform and just continue teaching but not do anything for free. I guess.
Uh-oh.
No, that's what I mean. I'm saying without the support, without we'd probably just disappear off and just do teaching like lots of other companies and or just hide behind a course or something, or I don't know, Anyway, to upload a bank full of videos and just put that behind a paywall and just go off drinking pina coladas on the beach or something. Blah, blah, blah. But we like to, we wanted to do this a bunch of times, so we're doing it. 143 though.
143集了。
Exactly. I heard some good. So we got some good feedback from our last Guambo talking about motivation and being interested about how people learn and how people push forward and their grit, and persevere through certain life problems. And it you know, that also made me think as well. One of our good friends of ours, Stephen, also mentioned that he got up and felt a bit like about going into work, and that 让我记得 gave me made me remember about 我的感觉 and 我的工作 before about the feeling you get when you know if you're in bed in my opinion 如果你起来 if you get up if you wake up and your alarm goes off and you make this sound and then you hit the snooze button or you turn the alarm off and you get up, you're like, oh God, I just don't want to change it. The trick, I think, is like just change the job. Because it's okay, you can do that. Like anyone can do that. No matter what job you've got or how deep you think you are in, you can job. Actually, I think it's really helpful if you change job every couple of years. I mean, unless you're a doctor or something. I mean, if you study for several years and you're a heart, you know, you're a surgeon, keep being a surgeon. Don't go off and be it. Well, you can. If you get up and you think, and you've studied for a long time and you're 你是医生 and you saw 你起来然后你的感觉是 like 很难过 just 很
不想上班
挫败 or something. You're just frustrated and you're like, I just don't want to cut people's chests open anymore. I don't like it. Or whatever it is. Just don't do that thing then. Just change your job. I know like you're fully invested in it now, but like I was in sales for more than 10 years and I was super invested in it. And, you know, that was my skill set, selling and marketing and that kind of shtick. And I was just losing my hair about it. You know, I was just killing my life. So, I changed, I stuck in a job for about 4 years and went through some promotions and then I got a different job and then I kept changing jobs because I thought, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I actually started working a lot at startups because they're dangerous and interesting.
对，就是要么就是成功，要么失败。
Yeah, it's like
它是一个赌博，一个 gamble.
It's a gamble, yeah. It's like it's dangerous, but you get paid quite well because it's a gamble because you're leaving like a. You know, I left like a big software job and this other startup software company was coming over from America and they wanted to start up in the UK in America in Europe. So they wanted a couple of sales guys on the floor. It was just us. And they were taking a gamble doing it. They had some budget set aside and they, you know, they paid us. But it was good. Yeah, that was all right. And then I swapped. And then eventually it killed me. Personally, it killed me. And then I thought, hey, I'm going to change my life and do something else. And I suppose I'm back in a startup again.
对啊，那你觉得怎么样？
Well, this one's different, I think, because
这是自己的
it's our startup, and also
而且你会因为是自己的，所以你会愿意 you're more willing to put your time,
because it's
或者是
your
多
project.
努力多加油，你会觉得如果我成功了，这就是我的 的感觉，
yeah, different feeling.
It's different from you work for other setup business, 因为你不管再怎么努力，再怎么辛苦。这还是别人的
Yeah, that's the difference.
对啊，这个公司是别人的
You're never going to be as happy as making a sale for someone else than you would be for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like if you sold you made a book and you sold the book as your book.
对
Yay, but if you sold someone else's book,
对
it's like, oh, yay, I made a sale and I got some commission money, but then he gets the other bit of the money or whatever.
对成就不一样的 achievement 是不一样的
it's different achievement, but and also I think in this business I'm not a sales guy, so I concentrate on the technical stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like on development, on editing, on creative.
Well, you're basically the business.
Design.
你是啊，你就是一个公司啊，你做所有的事情。
I do lots of different things, but that's okay because it's ours. Do you know what I mean? So it's that's okay. And I'm not selling something I don't care about. And I think this is 很重要. Because everything, this is the absolute truth. Just I never liked anything I sold. I had no emotional investment in it.
这是一个非常
很重要了，
很强的单字。
Yeah, I mean,
很强的感觉。
If you're going to be a good salesperson. Or a good marketer or a good anything really, you have to believe in what you're selling, you know.
对啊
And I never did because I didn't care enough about it. I cared about the people because I was managing salespeople and I cared about the people and the process and that kind of stuff, but I didn't care about the product. I never bought into it particularly. I trusted that it did what it's supposed to do and that it was good at doing what it did and whatever. And I bought into the whole USPs of it, but it was never something I was really passionate about to sell. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I think that's why it killed me ultimately.
当然啊，对啊，因为到最后的结果就是钱而已，钱就是你的 achievement， 但是一个公司一个 baby 这是你的 achievement， 那个感觉就是不一样。
对，但是我上如果你的感觉是很 like I think it's super important. One of the tricks I learned I think is I stayed in somewhere for 4 years and then I thought I've got to change this job. Like I've hit the glass ceiling of where I think I can go in the company. I don't think I could get, there was no more positions for me. I was managing the sales guys. But that was it for me. There were director positions, but there was never going to happen. I mean, I don't think it was ever going to happen. So I thought, okay, I've got to change. And then I did this startup risk and did that for a year and then changed again, did another startup risk but changing was really nice. It was.
但是很有挑战. It's also challenging.
It's challenging because I think you get comfortable in a position, don't you? Like you get comfortable in your job and you think, oh, I can only do this now. Like I think at my work, my colleague, Rei Hua, she doesn't listen to this, he hates it. Right? And 她是老师，她是英文老师 and her English is pretty good and she's a good teacher, she's a great teacher but she's very angry. And she's very angry because 她真的不喜欢. Like she's been a teacher for 16 years in this school and she really doesn't like it. But I said to her, okay, well, change then. Just change your job. Oh, no, I can't now. It's too late now.
我已经觉得很舒服了.
Yeah, it's comfort.
对.
She hates the principal. She hates the school. Like she could totally, she's qualified enough to get a better job somewhere else, but too scared. She's too comfortable to her. 很舒服. 她不要去. But like, you got to, I think, if you're going to make yourself happy, you got to change these things. Like you have to, happiness only comes with dramatic change, I think, in that aspect.
但也是要有勇气啦. You still need to be brave enough to do that. 像你当初
use courage,
你改变你的人生，你的生活就是搬来台湾。
Yeah.
然后那时候你才学一点点的中文，然后你来到这边，你需要很多人的帮助，这是非常大的改变。
Yeah.
但是现在你就会觉得
Big plan, right?
对啊，现在你就会觉得 luckily 还好，我以前有做这个决定。
Yeah.
我做到了。
Yeah.
所以现在你不会还是在英国当一个销售员。对。
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, it was. Especially for me, for myself personally, it was a big plan. And I had to, but I had to. Like I had a choice. I could have gone and got another sales job and thought, all right, well, I'll change companies again. And, I'll be a sales manager or whatever at some other job and I'll sell their software or whatever they're selling. And
而且当你的朋友他们也是一样，就会跟你说我不喜欢这个工作，我要换别的工作，但是一样的工作，就是你做的事情还是一样，但是是不同的公司。
Right, it's a repeat cycle. All my friends do it.
对啊，
they're caught in that. Well, it's the rat race. It's called the rat race in England when we show a rat race.
因为他们在跑那个滚轮，一直跑，就是循环的跑。
You're trapped in this kind of, you feel like you're trapped in this puzzle of this maze of I have to work because I have to pay the rent and I can't take the time off to look for something I enjoy and this kind of stuff because I have to pay the money and then I need food to pay for the thing and the stuff and it's like most of it is excuses. Most of it. Because I think anyone can do it. Like if you want to change, we did it.
对啊，可是我们比较幸运啦。我觉得这也是幸运，就是你要有勇气，那你也要够幸运。像你自己有办法，有那个能力去做这件事情，那你就真的做得到。
Okay, my argument is this. I'll put this argument to you. When you say we're lucky. Yeah. Okay, we're lucky in the sense that we've been able to do this, but we haven't been able to do this because of luck. We've been able to do this because of, if I'm honest, bloody hard work. And 我会告诉你为什么 we started Mandarin Monkey when you were 6 months pregnant.
对.
You were 6 months pregnant. We were about to have a baby.
对.
In 3 months' time, we were about to give birth to have our first child, but we still thought.
我们还是要做
We can do it though. We moved country After 3 months, the baby was born, whatever it was. Sorry. When the baby was 9 months old, we kept Mandarin Monkey going. So we paused it for a little while, the business for a little while, because we had to work. And I did stuff like Eula was working online, and I did loads of different jobs when we were in the UK. So Eula wanted me to be with her because obviously she was worried. She was notably nervous about being on her own in the UK. It's, totally different country.
我比较没有那么的勇敢. I'm not that. I wasn't brave enough to
do that. I think you're more confident now, though. I think you'd be much more confident to do it now.
对.
But yeah, I had to do stuff like I drove trucks for a supermarket for a little while, just to get some money to help us out. I also worked. I found another sales job, working from home though, doing basically like cold calling. It was awful, but did it, and a bunch of other little things that we had to do to get some money together to keep the business going and to keep the baby alive and us alive. Then in the middle of that, we moved back to Taiwan. 然后 okay, we paused for a little bit. Okay, we started the business back up with a child. Okay, in an apartment, paying rent, all that kind of stuff. I was working full time at a Bushiban or
no, 在学校，现在这个学校
this school. Full time at the school when I came home from evenings and weekends, and you were trying to get a few students. You were working full time online, teaching for some English for something else, right? Right? Okay. Where's the luck? Where's the luck in that? There's hard shitting work, right? After that, right, we continue to work. So you continue to work, we continue to save money, we buy some stuff, we eventually get enough money after, and we podcasted this, by the way. We started saving for this camera. The first camera we ever had was a little tiny camera we bought for £200
在英国买的
in England. We saved for that, got £200, which is like what, $300? $250.
不贵
It wasn't expensive. It's like a cheap camcorder.
对，它的品质就不太好。It's not a good quality. It wasn't a good quality.
We used the laptop that we had, the one laptop that we had that is really old, to produce some videos to get content out on this kind of stuff and try and help people learn Zhongwen. We saved up for this camera for several months. Not from money from the podcast, because we don't make money from the podcast, or money from YouTube, because you don't get much money from YouTube at all.
没有。
We had to go out and obviously work full time whilst maintaining a startup and save money for it. We finally bought the camera, which was a good upgrade. We started to upgrade our equipment. We had some ideas about getting patrons. Patrons started coming along with this kind of stuff. We had a second baby in between all this. All of this stuff.
但是这个 podcast 跟我们的第二个孩子是一起的。
Yeah, so when
When Mason was baby,
we started the podcast, right? So now we had 2 children, a startup business, and 2 full-time jobs whilst keeping this going. Where's the luck? Where's the luck? Like, what luck have we had? I mean, in my opinion, we worked hard for this. I think.
是真的，这是真的。
And continue to do so. So not only are you teaching almost all the time now, I mean, between on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, pretty much you're teaching all the time. At the weekends we do hangouts. Saturday is the only day off we get to be with our kids properly and this kind of stuff. Obviously I'm teaching at school at the same time, and in between doing that I'm either editing, writing articles, doing marketing, or doing coding.
很多事情。
I just don't. Luck plays a big role, I think, when you get to a certain point. Like, when you get your business 你的公司 to a certain point, you need some luck. Perhaps you need to meet that person or have that podcast interview with someone who's really famous or something that helps boost your popularity. But meeting that 有名人, that's the luck. Meeting them. Like today,
像现在我们的 patron 他们都是一直在帮助我们的人。
对啊。And our patrons have been very generous. That's not what my point is about our hard work creating the business. A lot of our patrons have been super generous. Not even just joining and then having private lessons and that kind of stuff, because that obviously helps. 我觉得还有就是他们会给你精神上的帮助，emotional support.
他们也是，就是会告诉你，你们做得很好，你们不要放弃，你们要继续。然后常常会提醒你 to remind you 你们做的，他们真的很喜欢我们的影片，我们的广播让他们每天起床会很开心，或者是让他们在工作或是开车的时候都可以听我们广播，就是我们是他们的一个 support， 但是他们也给了我们一个很大很大的支持。
That's motivation, isn't it?
对
That's not luck, but the community being so supportive, and not just the patrons because they have been super supportive, but also you're right, like people who listen to us in the car and whatever, or doing the chores, and they say, I just really enjoy what you guys are doing. And they comment and say, I really enjoy what you guys are doing. That kind of stuff. I know it sounds minor to a lot of people, but just writing that stuff. Helps us continue to do it.
真的，这是真的。
It's actually worth it. We're touching people's lives.
因为我们知道我们现在在做的事情是真的有在帮助到其他人，所以那个动力是给我们一个让我们继续做广播的一个很大很大很大的动力。
对啊。I will actually tell you one piece of 幸运。One piece of really good luck we had.
是
Darian.
Darian. 对。
I think meeting Darian. Was lucky. 真的 I think to find a very sort of like a self-motivated individual who just wants to help.
真的，对
With little or no return.
真的
Just wants to help. That is luck. That's luck.
对啊
And
我同意
对 and so I think Darian's been an absolute blessing, and that's why like the Mandaboo, like the app for example,
对
is just as much her baby as it is ours. That's why she's part of what we're doing.
对啊
And I just hope so much that we can, that it works and that we can, repay her for her.
她的努力
Yeah.
她的工作
her motivation and focus and continued.
她还没有放弃我们。已经1年了耶 It's been a year. 她还对啊，她还是跟着我们。好开心，好幸运。
It's crazy, but it feels like she's an old family friend now. Do you know what I mean? Like it does with a lot of people.
我们跟很多 hang out 的人都会讲啊，就说我们好像才认识3个月吧，但是他感觉起来好像我们已经认识2年了。
Yeah, I know, right?
对，那种感觉好奇怪哦。
Because it feels like Ija's been there forever. Doesn't it, right? It feels like Dan's like a crazy uncle who lives in the States, right?
Crazy uncle.
No? Same with Kara, like that auntie that.
对呀，感觉我们已经是一辈子的好朋友。
Michael as well.
对 Michael.
Yeah. Anyway. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
好棒哦。
So that was it. We have found a bit of luck, but also I think the majority of what we've done thus far has been bloody hard work.
对，我同意。
We continue to do so.
我们是真的有花时间在准备。
对啊。
准备相机，准备这所有的灯啊，这个广播的机器啊，还有
广播机器，
对啊，广播的机器，魔法机器，然后还有我们的电脑这些东西，
对啊，
全部都是我们很辛苦、很努力工作赚来的。
Yeah, absolutely.
真的，
and talking about bloody hard work. We emailed Grace, by the way. So we had a couple of comments. Someone commented, a fan of the podcast commented, because we asked you guys if you'd like it for us to get anybody on the podcast. Like who do you want us to get? And one more, it's just can. One of them was someone called Grace who has a YouTube channel who also teaches Dongwon, but whatever. And we'd love to get her on. And we have emailed Grace.
是
Eula's emailed Grace today, and we posted the email on Instagram just to prove to you that we are doing it.
Twitter 还有脸书
We never don't do what people suggest, especially if we think it's a good idea.
对
We've emailed Grace to see if she'd like to come on, and hopefully she'll come on because it'd be super interesting to listen to her story and
对
about her, her channel and maybe about her Ingwen, her Ingwen and any other language journey. Yeah. So, I mean, we've emailed her and I'll tell you what, like if you are fans of Grace or you have mentioned her, put some pressure on. Put some pressure on her and just say, look, go on this guy's podcast and come and have a chat because we'd love to chat to her. I think she's Taiwan, right, over there.
对，他住在台湾。
Okay, 在哪里？你知道吗？
应该是台北，我觉得，我觉得啦，应该是
Everybody lives in
台北
Taipei, apparently.
因为台北是首都啊。
Yeah, I know, 我知道。
对啊。
But I mean, not everyone lives in London. But then it's funny if you ask anybody, like, name a city in England.
London.
Like 98% will say London, and that'll be the only one they know.
是真的啊。
Yeah.
就像没有人会说台湾，没有人会记得台中在台湾，因为你说台湾，大家都想到台北。
Oh no, yeah,
就是首都啊，
it's the capitals mainly,
对啊，
isn't it? Right?
一定的。
Yeah. No, that's true. But anyway, we've emailed her, and if you want us to talk to anyone else, I've also tweeted something today asking people if they know anybody that would, that'd be cool to get on. Because we'll interview anyone. It's fine. I mean, I'm just interested. I told you in the last podcast I'm really interested in listening to people's stories. So I just want to know what they're about and quiz them a bit about their life and why they do what they do. And
小心大家，
对啊，
他们会 question 你，他会问你很多很多人生生活的问题。
Yeah, I want to ask you life questions. Yeah.
你好像都还没有问过我哎。
为什么？
你没有问过我的人生。
Your about you?
对。
We've had 143 episodes. They know everything about you.
那我说你
apart from your name.
不是啊，你没有真的问我。就是坐下来像老师一样问我为什么你要学英文，为什么你要去补习班工作，为什么你要嫁给我这种的。
Oh, do you want to answer those questions?
不要啊。
Okay, 那也是不要。
对啊，但是为什么你没有问过我呢
？Because I guess I assumed you didn't want to talk about them.
真的吗？
Yeah, because I don't. I mean, like I can tell people about things in my life. Because I don't really care. I mean,我不管，我不介意如果他们知道。Because I think it's about being real, isn't it? It's about it's about being who you are.
对。
我们是真的人 and I don't want to be that pretend guy. Really.
我懂。
Do you know what I mean?
就是你是一个很真的人。
Too many people sort of you'll sit in front of the camera, go, Hi, my name's Tom. I'm the CEO of Mandarin Monkey. Now, I've been exploring. It's not you. That's not really me.
对。
Do you know what I mean? So I'm okay with telling these stories because I'm as fallible and
什么是 fallible?
Like I make mistakes as much as everybody else. I've made mistakes, and I can't, and I continue to make mistakes.
对。
As much as anybody, do you know what I mean? Like we're all just human beings.
对啊。
And I when I listen to someone, I prefer to know them, the real them, not the show them.
那不是朋友面前的他们。
对啊，like the second face.
对。
Because you get the oh god, I hate the guy. I hate this job. And action. Hi everybody, welcome. That guy and cut. Oh god, I hate this so much.
我懂。
No, but and I think you can tell that with presenters. You can tell that immediately, can't you? Like you can see it in 他们的眼睛，他们真的like 不喜欢他们的工作。Like in their 眼睛 you can see that in their eyes. They've got the sadness.
你可以看到哦。
Like the desperation. Like let me out.
你看得到在里面。
Yeah, I'm stuck inside.
好好笑。
Yeah, I don't know. So that was it really. And I think we present a pretty good realistic view of ourselves.
差不多吧。
We've been through a lot on this 广播。
对啊。
You can notice the breakdown. This is 很有意思。我告诉我
们有 breakdown 吗？
对啊。
有。
You should see it. Yeah, because we've been through this thing in this woman 的广播。Like
我记得那时候
listen to episode 1.
是
listen to episode 143.
完全不一样。
不一样。
对，因为我们那时候真的很辛苦啊。
我想我们是不一样的个性 now because we've learned a bunch of stuff.
对。
We had a second child. We've moved a couple of apartments. We've upgraded a thing. We've been through business troubles.
对啊。
We've been through business success. We've gained more friends.
对。
We've lost friends. We've been through a bunch of stuff. And if you listen, and we're tired. Right? Sometimes we're tired.
对，有时候
sleepless stuff, and we've done Mandarin.
还有身体上的状况。
对啊，其实很有意思。I think if you look back, if you reflect on it, it's something quite cool to look at as a record. Because you think, oh my God, that's where we were like 2 years ago. Look at what we were doing. And now you look at our faces like so tired, like, Welcome to episode 140.
没有，我觉得我们没有。
No, we're not like that.
没有。
We do have energy. We have good energy.
我们总是，我们虽然真的也有很辛苦的时间，就是比如说像 baby 那时候都不睡觉，我们是真的很累，或者是我们必须要做 full time job， 然后又来做 Mandarin Monkey 的工作，我们是真的非常的累，但是我们还是希望就是把我们很开心的那一面，或是真的我们的那一面给大家看。对啊
I might, Cara, let's see if this works, right? Let's ask the doctor because, I mean, she's a neurologist, so we'll see if she knows this or not. I don't know. But if we were to get a business loan, right, do you think that we could be put into an induced coma, right? A coma, just so we could get some sleep, right? For I don't know, a week.
这是一个 invest， 这是一个投资，是不是
So if we invest in like we get a bit of a business loan. I don't know, like I don't know how much, a couple of $1,000s, right? And we can pay to Amy and the teachers and to teach, to hold the lesson, private lessons, and just get a coma going. Get a coma going. Come on, that's like starting a fire. Come on, get the coma going. Come on.
很像那个 astronaut， 他们都要去到外太空，然后要把你放到一个冰箱里面。
Yeah. My beard gets stuck in the microphone. It electrocutes me. Yes.
对，然后你就可以让你睡觉。
They like freeze you for that hibernation. Yeah.
然后你起床就觉得，这感觉好像是新的 Tom 或者新的 Eula 的感觉。
We could maybe use that money to do that. What do you think? Huh?
Cara 可以吗？
可以吗？ Yeah, no, actually, we were thinking that was a serious thing. Not a serious thing, not the coma. Come on.
但是好像是你真的很需要这个东西，是睡觉。
Yeah, no, but we do need sleep,
Yeah.
like for sure. But I was wondering how I was actually thinking the other day about getting a social media manager. And by the way, anyone who's social media expert, I want to interview. I want to talk to you about it because we need that.
我们需要
big time some help with the social media stuff because doing all the other stuff in between, we really don't have time to post on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. We really don't do Facebook. I mean, we're just not good at it. We could use it better. And we would know how to do it. We just don't have 时间。
没有时间。
We don't have time to do the social stuff. We really do need that though, because wow.
太多东西了。你要想想看，一个公司只有2个人要做所有全部的东西，我们的时间真的是不够。对啊，而且我们还有2个孩子
Yeah.
我们还有2个孩子还要照顾，还要玩，所以。我们还要把自己的一部分的时间给孩子，然后剩下所有的时间要全部给 Mandarin Monkey， 对不对？
对啊 This is the thing. And this is something that Darian would go, I'll help you with that. And I would say, no.
对，他也太累了。
Because she's done it before. I said you're angry. Because remember you got a bit sensitive about the scheduling.
对。
的东西 And I said, Eula's angry and blah, blah. And Darian went, I'm happy to help her out. She wants me to help her like for the rest of the day. And I was like, no, don't do that. Not because I want to be cruel to you. It's because I know we can fix the problem eventually. And it's just, you were just annoyed at it at that moment because it was an issue. But she does a lot. She's already doing, a bunch of coding stuff with me.
你已经很辛苦了。
But hopefully we've got this other side business that's coming out of the coding stuff. So.
我每次看到 Darren 他永远是这样。Eula 你好吗？
Yeah, I know.
Darren 去睡觉，不要再工作了。
I'm pretty sure 他有力气 at some point. Like in the morning, the thing is, I never really speak to her during her day.
有吧，在英国的时候啊。
Not really, like, so I only ever really regularly speak to her in her nighttime or in the early morning. But never during like the day, like in the middle of the day. So I don't really know what Darian's like in the middle of the day. Maybe she's like, yes! or something. And we不知道。
我们不知道。然后每次到了晚上上课的时候，他就Hi Eula.
Because she's tired the day now. The day's done. So it's kind of like, oh.
我永远都觉得他很像熊猫，他的眼睛都黑黑的。
It's like a panda, yeah.
乖啊，我都跟他讲说，乖乖去睡觉，吃饭了吗？你吃饭了吗？你要乖乖睡觉。他就说，好了。
You're like mum.
对啊，因为我真的很担心他身体会
Yeah, I know. Worried about
坏掉。
her body, her health.
对啊。
Yeah, Darian's a grown up though. She knows what she's doing, I think.
但是他还年轻，对，所以年轻都永远觉得啊，我可以的。而且我 sleep late 熬夜这件事情是我真的最不喜欢的，
Yeah.
因为你的身体在11点到半夜1点，他们是在 detoxing 你的身体，
Yeah.
就是在帮助你的身体能够消毒。
Yeah. 你睡觉吗？
对，但是所以这11点到1点是很重要的时间，就是你一定要睡觉。那所以那些不睡觉的会让我很担心，就觉得这样子有很多毒来你的身体有好多毒哦。
Yeah.
就很希望他就是好好的睡觉，不要工作这么辛苦。对啊。
This is very true. But then saying that teenagers do need a certain amount of sleep. I know they sleep for a long time, but that's because their brains are still developing.
但是我觉得时间的长短是一定的，像如果你是3 in the morning 你睡觉，你可能隔一天的9点10点你起床。
Okay, but that's just dumb, I think.
但是很多年轻人都这样，我也是啊。
Yeah, no, I know.
对啊。
But me too.
对啊。
I'd play games or whatever I was doing until early hours in the morning. It's just stupid.
我觉得长短，你睡觉多久不重要，是你要什么时候睡觉。
Yeah, it's when
是很重要的。
I mean, you.
对啊。
Someone argued this with me. I was like, I just don't have to. I had that argument once. I just don't have time to do that. I don't have time to start my own business. I don't have time. I got, I work full time at a sales job. I wake up at 6 and I'm out the door by 7 and I'm back home at 8 o'clock at night. That's my life. I don't have time. That's always bullshit. You always have time. Like you have the same amount of time as everybody else. Like everyone has 24 hours in a day. It's just how you use it. That's it. Because it's too easy to watch Netflix. That's the real reason.
对啊，可是你工作很累，一整天你一定会想要休息，会想要放松。
Okay, then you don't want it as much as the other people. Because it's the people who turn Netflix off. I know what you're saying. Like, obviously health is very important, right?
对啊，
Of course,
还有心，
of course. And
你
you
的
need to
心
rest.
灵、你的心情，对啊。
Gary V sleeps 8 hours a night. Without fail, always talks about it. I sleep 7-8 hours a night. Sleep's really important to me, but works like fuck for the rest of it. For the rest of the hours, so 16 other hours, he's working hard all the time.
对啊，可是如果他有孩子呢？他有老婆呢？他有时间陪他们玩吗？
I don't know.
我觉得没有。
I think he's got to be sacrificing something
对
for sure.
一定。可是我们就不想要牺牲和孩子，还有和我们自己的时间啊。
Yeah.
对啊。
I mean, we don't want to sacrifice. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to convince the children.
干嘛？
That
要做什么？
going to bed at 3 in the morning and waking up at 3 in the afternoon is a waste of life.
对。
I'm just going to try my best, and it's probably not going to work.
对，他们不会理你，他说 Daddy， 这不是我们年轻人的生活。我们就是要玩 Happy Party， 我要玩，我要跳舞，我要喝酒，他们一定就是这样。
Because you remember that? You remember? Yeah, exactly.
因为一定要学啊，你要做了之后，你才会知道哦，这原来对我是不好的。你才会学。哦，原来 Daddy 他说的是对的 ，right？ 你长大之后
Yeah. Well, do you remember the conversation we had in the car about the decades of your life, what you're supposed to do each one? I'm just gonna try and get them to realize that as soon as I can. As soon as I can try and get them to realize those time things, like what you should be doing in each kind of decade. I think the better. Because I wasted a load of time during those gaps. Wasted it.
但是他们还是需要那个泡泡啊，like 我的泡泡。
Yeah.
Like you pop my bubbles.
Yeah.
我22岁的时候。
Yeah, I'm gonna pop the bubble. Yeah.
但是可以先让他们，可以先让他们有个 bubble， 然后再 pop 他们。
Yeah, 我不想他们会有泡泡。
不会吗
？No, 因为我是他的爸爸，我是他们的爸爸。
好可怜哦。
No, because I don't think. I mean, I don't want them to have a bubble because it's not real. It's not realistic, and they'll get hurt more by the reality. If they all think the world's a lovely, beautiful place full of lovely, beautiful people, and everything smiles and rainbows and kisses and cuddles, and no one's going to ever try and steal your money or break into your house or take your car or shoot you. Or,
这是我
it used to be.
对啊
or there's no wars and all this kind of stuff. And I really hope there isn't. I mean, in the world.
对啊 可是你想要的跟你真的世界就是不一样。
对啊，
这是真的啦 OK 啦，我同意好不好？我同意。
How? So I need to pop their bubbles because, you know, if you can imagine one day Kyrie going down the I'm in a pink bubble down the road and then she gets mugged, like robbed by someone of all her stuff. How's she it's gonna be like, but you told me everything was fine.
对啊，他们会讨厌你。
Yeah, I know it's like not a nice thought, but it's true. And I just think you just gotta be realistic.
对啊，人生好难。
Deep and meaningful. I mean, there you go.
不会啦，还是有好啦，好不好？就是有好有坏，每一个事情都是有好有坏。要么你就是赶快长大，要么就是你被伤害之后再长大，就是看是哪一个。
Yeah.
See which one you like. You want to grow up like quickly, or you want to grow up after being hurt? 就是哪一个？你要哪一个？
Yeah.
对啊。不过我真的是觉得，早一点面对现实，就 face the real world 才是真正的可以帮助到你这个人的办法。
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really get much. I'm going to say I didn't really get much advice from my parents.
我也没有。
They just kind of let me do what I wanted to do. I mean, up until a point.
那我不一样，就是我妈一直说你不可以做这个，你不可以做这个。
Yeah, no, your parents were way more that way inclined.
但是我觉得我妈妈其实我妈妈也没有把我放在一个 bubble 里面，因为她会一直告诉我，外面有坏人，你不可以做这件事情，你不可以出去，你从下课之后你一定要回家，或是下课之后你要去补习班，你要认真读书，你要找一个好的工作。他们会告诉你做什么，但他们不会告诉你为什么要这样子。如果他们告诉我为什么，那我可能会觉得 OK， 我接受，那我就真的做他们想要我做的事情。
Yeah.
对啊，但是你的爸爸妈妈就是去吧。
Well,
free 自由这样。
My parents were divorced, so like I live with my mum, and my mum was much more free, so she's much more just go and do what you want to do, make mistakes, see what happens. But I wouldn't really go to her and say, Mum, what do you think I should do? Like, should I do this thing? I could ask my dad, but my dad was working quite a lot of the time.
对啊。
And his advice is always go for the money. Basically,
爸爸妈妈都是这样了。
Yeah.
因为他们一定会想要你真的有钱。
Yeah, just
因为钱可以
do whatever option makes you more money.
对。
But I don't really like doing that. Doesn't matter. Just chase the money. Basically, just do the thing that makes you money now.
钱是真的重要，但是就是看你要怎么去运用它。对啊。
Yeah,
所以爸爸妈妈就说，你要真的就是赚钱，赚的越多钱，你的人生、你的生活会越来越好。
Yeah.
这是真的 like part of it is true 是真的，因为你真的是需要钱嘛。但是就是另外一方面，他们没有告诉你的是，你要赚钱，你也要开心这一件事情。
This is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing.
对。
I think obviously 钱是很重要，但是 it's not more important than happiness.
对啊。
And I think if you can find what you should be doing, especially at a younger age, is finding the thing that makes you happy and then try and make money from doing the thing that makes you happy. Like the hardest part is deciding you like drawing. Like Brooke, one of our shout out to Radio Mutt on Instagram, by the way. Brooke, who does great drawings and graphic design and this kind of stuff.
很酷。
Found something she enjoys doing and then thinks, how can I make money doing it?
对。
And the hardest thing is working out how you make money from it.
对啊。
Like you enjoy teaching, right? But not teaching for someone else. Do you know what I mean?
对。
So we had to figure out a way for us to make money or for you to make money doing that.
对啊。
And we've done that.
对啊。然后要真的觉得开心比较重要。
Yeah.
因为你觉得开心之后，你每天都觉得很有动力。就算你一定会有很累，像我每天做 lesson plan， 我每天要教课要做 lesson plan， 我觉得好累，但是我知道这是我的， This is mine， 这是我的东西，所以我是不会有太多的complain。我会有，但是那个 complain 是 说完之后就说我好累，我真的好累，来带我出去玩。但是说完以后我就觉得没了，就这样，因为到最后 in the end 它就是你的东西啊。对啊。
Yeah, it's something you like, isn't it?
对啊。
You can do, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can absolutely work for someone else and enjoy it. Depends what you do. You know, you could get employed as an artist or something for a company and love it. That's great. But you have to find that, I think. And it's just, I know it's a challenge finding that something that you enjoy doing and then go and do it. But I don't think you should waste your life doing something you don't enjoy. 只有 like 因为你需要钱。I mean, that's not cool, dude. That's not cool.
对呀。
Anyway, so I mean, we didn't do anything that we would say we're going to do on the podcast. 对不起。
我们上一个也是这样
Yeah, I think so. Was the last one the same?
对啊。
We were going to do what, the book?
我们上一个好像说要讲，我忘记是什么也有 ebook。然后结果我们变成那个我说 consistency 的话题。
对啊，
然后今天是在回想我们的事业，我们的公司，然后再告诉大家我们的心情，好好笑。
我们的计划 wasn't to do like consistency and grit yesterday. Oh, sorry, the last one.
上一个，对。
Yeah, on Monday or whatever. It wasn't at all. Like we literally didn't even write those words down at all. That was just a whole thing about it because we just wanted to talk about it. And this one is about finding happiness, I think.
怎么了？
我不知道。
对啊，
我忘记了。
我们最近很需要这个
raising kids and doing the right thing in your life.
Right, 对。
And, you know, I don't know.
这就是人生嘛，对啊，就是你的人生计划永远不是你计划的那个样子。
对 I wish we could talk to business people on the podcast. That'd be great as well. But in Chinglish.
Oh.
So maybe some Taiwanese business people who also speak English. Or some, you know, like Jake from Skritter who can speak both.
两个语言
People like that would be super cool to get on them. I think actually, yeah, that's what I was saying. That one guy, Benny, his name is, the polyglot.
是
Might be interesting to get on if we could get him on. Probably a bit busy, but 我上他会说中文，
我忘记他是
或一点点，我不知道。It'd be great to know. I mean, he learns a lot of languages, so it'd be great to talk to him about. Oh, look, talk about Jake. There he is. Look on the screen saver. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you can answer a question if you want.
我们要不要讲几个字啊？像今天的麻醉剂，对呀，我们一开始就讲了麻醉剂。
We'll do a little bit of book. Here we go.
好。
Okay, here we go.
不好意思大家 ，it's so random 好随机哦。OK，
你好了吗 ？OK， 你们好吗？
好了。
Anesthetic. Noun.
麻醉剂。
Horsemouth. Gee, I heard of a terrible condition in medieval England called horsemouth. It was an affliction that only brewers would develop. After brewing beer for long periods of time without rest, the brewer would start to develop large, sagging lips. The lips would extend to such a degree, the locals would nickname it horsemouth because, you know, it's big and flappy lips. Horsemouth, you got horsemouth. The treatment, the treatment for horsemouth was the use of alcohol as an anesthetic and the surgical removal of the buildup of fat around the lips. So they would use alcohol to basically make you numb. You'd get drunk.
对.
And then they'd remove the fat around your lips.
Oh.
And you'd have smaller lips, right? People would often see brewers and say, this guy's got a horsemouth. Horsemouth, jeez. Horsemouth, jeez.
麻醉剂
Yeah, there you go. There's the story behind 麻醉剂。
这是我最喜欢的故事。
Yeah, so this is obviously not a true tale, but you can imagine in your mind lots of brewers who brew beer getting an affliction called horsemouth.
你觉得会有人相信这是真的吗？
Oh, yeah.
真的
Yeah, maybe.
Really?
I don't know.
现在大家都在 Google， 真的吗？麻嘴吗？有麻嘴这个
Did you get horsemouth? I bet if you Googled horsemouth, it's a thing. Okay, anyway. The treatment for the horsemouth was alcohol. So yeah, horsemouth. G, 麻醉剂. Yeah.
麻醉剂.
Yeah. That's anesthetic. And I've got to have that. Oh my God, I did hear that 故事。我需要告诉你们我的故事。 屁股的故事。
哦，好啦。
Okay, so
对啊 ，so 你一直以来都有肚子的问题嘛？
Yeah. So this is
从去年。
I won't tell them like the bad stuff, but you know the worry or whatever. But I have so I'm just trying to figure. I've had a bit of a 肚子问题, a stomach problem. I've mentioned this in the podcast a bunch of times.
就是可能你吃东西的时候，你会觉得很恶心，会想吐。
对 ，I'll feel nauseous. You want to throw up.
对，或是你会让你拉肚子这样，所以你瘦了很多。
Yeah. So I mean, my main symptom is just basically I feel nauseous. So I can eat anything. There's no connection between the foods that I can find yet. But you know, I've had a food diary and that kind of stuff, and I still couldn't find much connection. But I get bloated and I feel nauseous. That's the point of it. Anyway, so we went to one doctor and he gave me some pills and it helped for a little while, but then I stopped and then it came back again and all this kind of stuff. And went to England, had a really bad turn of it. And
而且是不一样的 symptom， 就是你会开始发抖，然后觉得很冷。
I get really cold and shiver and it's kind of like a temporary fever, but like a cold fever, not a hot one. Because it feels like all the blood's rushing to my stomach to try and fix whatever the problem is. And after a couple of hours of me, you know, having to go to lay down, like I'll be okay. But it's not nice at all anyway. So we went to another specialist in the EUN and tried to, who was 很尴尬 那个医院那个医生是很尴尬 really awkward doctor.
医生就这样你的问题是，然后他就说我们的问题，然后我们告诉他我们的问题是什么，他就然后就安静
they can't
安静，然后就看着远方，看着他的桌子，然后大概5分钟吧，然后我跟 Tom 就他还好吗？
What should we do? Did he die?
他睡觉吗？
Yeah, like we hit him. What should we do? So basically it was really 很尴尬, very awkward that 医生 a doctor who would pause dramatically between considering the things that you're saying. So like he would. Yeah, like Yula was just saying. So he would say like, okay, we'd say, oh, you know, so I feel sick. And he'd go, okay. And then he'd stay silent for a good, what would seem like 30, 40, 50 seconds.
感觉起来很长，因为很尴尬。
Just really, and stare at the desk or the floor or the ceiling or something.
感觉他好像在想。
Yeah, like he's really thinking.
他在想，就是你的问题是怎么样，然后他在听。一切看起来就是很正常，他就在听你说话，但是他的那个就是安静到会让我们觉得，所以
it was so long. Me and Yula had to look at each other a fefew times and go like, what is going on? And like, should we? Hello. Anyway, so he woke up eventually and he said I've got to basically got to do some more tests because they're not sure what it is. I'll go and do some more tests. But first I have to go and see another specialist in October the 1st. But it looks like he's going to order an endoscopy or a colonoscopy. But basically they got to go through it's a small intestines examination.
对，小肠胃镜。大肠胃镜。
No, 小
是小肠胃镜。
Yeah, small intestines. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Large intestines too easy. You can do that straight up though.
因为他的中文他是说大肠胃镜，他说你有没有做过大肠胃镜？
你知道吗？
他问我你有没有做过，但是我是说没有，你不是做大肠，你是做胃镜。
Oh, really?
对。
Oh, yeah. So he just, I mean, I think he meant all of it, no?
有可能是一起的。
He said small to me.
Right.
But, okay, anyway. So in examination, but basically he said you a colonoscopy or an endoscopy. Now I've already had an endoscopy down into the stomach. I don't have any stomach ulcers or anything like that or anything serious. My stomach is actually, it's fine. There was some acid and whatever. They saw some like
小小的感染而已啦，就是
but normal stuff, and it was fine. Now they want to check out the other end. No, well they didn't. They basically said you can have this examination and you can choose endoscopy or colonoscopy. Now I've googled it. Obviously, I googled the shit out of it. Because I'm gonna Google it because I don't like endoscopies. They make you gag. It's really uncomfortable. It's not painful. It's just uncomfortable the whole time. You've got something down your mouth.
然后要穿过你的喉咙，然后到你的
肚子，and then break through, and then you got to go wind your way through the intestines. That doesn't sound fun to me. So I thought bum, and I googled it, and a lot of people said go bum, go bum, go bum, because they said it's not painful. It's just unpleasant. He said you get a bit of wind because they have to blow air up there.
对，
but you
因为
get
要看里面的状况。
and you can cramp. You can get cramps because they're blowing air. But they said it's not as bad as the other way. And I mean, obviously, 需要给我麻醉剂。
对啊，
You got to put me
这是一定
sleep.
的。
I want. There's no other way around it. I'm going to sleep.
对啊，因为医生是说那个手术需要2个小时。
Yeah, it takes 2 hours to perform
所以
the
你
biopsy.
没有一个正常人是可以2个小时不觉得不舒服，这是很
Yeah, you can't stay awake for that. So I just want go sleep, go sleepy sleeps, and then wake up talking absolute gibberish when I wake up.
超好笑。他第一次做胃镜的时候，你那时候超好笑的。I will 就是 GoPro it.
GoPro it. All right,
Yeah,
great.
I'll do it.
I don't think they'll let you because it's in the EN.
没有 afterward 就是你在醒来的时候，你开始在讲 Tom language 的时候，我想要把它录起来，因为太可爱了。
Yeah, you could. Yeah. What did I wake up speaking about the last time?
你就一直在问护士说，因为他在洗东西嘛，他在洗那些 equipment 那些仪器机器，然后你就问他说你什么时候把麻醉剂放在我的那个针里面，然后那个护士就说我打在这个桶子里面，因为他不是就是一包食盐水里面，然后护士在洗那些东西，就说你在洗什么？为什么你要洗？这样，而且问了很多的东西，他说这是干嘛的？这样，为什么我有这个？你觉得很好玩，就是你一直问很多问题，就很像小朋友一样啊。
I didn't really, if I'm honest, I didn't really, that endoscopy, it didn't exist in my memory. It doesn't exist. No, because I was sleepy by time.
所以那时候你在讲话的时候，那个也不是你咯。
对，
真的。
What, when I woke up?
对啊。
Yeah, that was me coming back around. That was me.
所以你记得你有跟护士说话。
No, I remember waking up. Yeah, I remember being set up and stuff. I the procedure.
不记得。
I mean, I can't even remember feeling it going in. I remember feeling him putting like a mouth clamp.
把你嘴巴张开。
Well, it's not a clamp. It's like they give you like a tube thing that fits in your mouth. And it keeps your mouth open, so you don't close your mouth.
对
basically.
张嘴器。
Yeah, and I remember that because that was preparation. And then I remember feeling cold, the cold going up my veins.
对，因为他们就开始打针。
That was the药. Yeah,
然后你就开始。
And I just
睡觉的时间。
It was almost immediate. I just remember it getting cold and then going, hey.
好快哦
And then
2秒钟
real quick. And then obviously they did whatever they did. They could have done anything to me. They could have dressed me up, put makeup on me, slapped me around, changed my clothes. And then I woke up. I woke up kind of like getting set up maybe by you. No, the 护士 put me up and I was asking her like, what are you doing? Like, what's this thing again?
为什么你要放这个？
Like, why are you putting that there?
Why are you washing that? 为什么你在洗那个？对。
Yeah, I think I was just being friendly in a way, just having a chat.
No, 我不觉得。
I was like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am for a minute. And then I stumbled out with you the other day.
对。
I think this one will be worse because it's 2 hours. They'll have to put in some stronger sleepy sleeps. And especially it's up my old Jaxie. So,
而且你还问我说为什么你在这里？为什么我在这里？我在这里干嘛？我好想睡觉。对啊，所以我就要像小孩，就是好像在安抚孩子说没关系 ，It's okay， 没关系。
Deep. That's what we need.
你需要那个药是不是
？Yeah. Cara, you got to help us. Like
Cara.
Yeah, she's got to help us get us some anesthetic and just knock us out for that sleepy sleeps.
我不需要啦。你需要。
No, because it's undisturbed. It's just like you wake up from nothing. You were nowhere. Anyway, so I'm going to have a thing at my bum for 2 hours. Probably. I hope it's not the other way around. I really don't, because I really don't. And I'm very, just to let you know, I'm quietly confident that there's nothing wrong in there. You know, I'm just quietly confident there's nothing wrong in there. I think it's a dietary thing. It's something in my food that I don't know what that is yet.
对啊
Like gluten or something. Dairy or something's annoying me.
对啊，我觉得重要的是因为你的家人也有这些问题，所以你有可能也有跟他们一样的问题，我们只是不知道 是什么。
对啊，
他们需要找出是什么。对
Actually 我真的要那个allergy test
过敏的测试。
Yeah, but I don't want to wait for the dude. I just want to go do it. I don't.
可是医生需要帮你啊。
他会吗？
那是他们需要给你，不是你说去医院说我要，他们就给你。
I can't remember what he said about that. But...
他说因为他说他不知道你的状况是什么，所以他要先让你去看另外一个医生。
Yeah, that specialist.
对，然后他才会告诉你你需要做什么 test。
So was that guy we saw, was he a GP or was he a specialist?
他是 specialist， 他就是肠胃医生。
Was he?
对啊，他是啊，他是。
Okay.
对。
Because I'm surprised if he was a specialist, he referred me to another specialist.
可能是他们看大肠跟看小肠的医生不一样吧。
不知道。
对，因为他说
I thought digestion is just digestion.
他说那个 test 那个测试很贵，所以如果你做了没有问题，那就等于是在浪费我们的钱。所以 we waste our money basically。 他是他说的啦。
Okay.
所以他希望你去看另外一个医生之后，他告诉你要做什么。
So once they've done the bum, we'll get the test, the allergy test.
我们要问啊，我们要说就说我们要做这个。对，如果他们看然后也没有问题的话，那就真的就是要看 diet。
Yeah.
就是要看你吃了什么东西让你这么不舒服。
But if I go for the Guominda test, I cannot have the thing on my bum. If it comes back that I'm allergic to
我们要问那个医生啦。
bread.
我刚刚打
Oh my god. On the Guambo.
没有
Disgusting.
没有听到什么东西。
Okay. All right, we should go. But woman, I need man.
爱你们。
Dangaran woman, I need man. And what else? Anything else? Oh, we do group lessons. We do private lessons. And we do a bunch of other stuff. And you should come and try them. And you should try the free lessons. Why not? Because they're free for the Lord in heaven. They're free. Come and book them. If you enjoy what we do, come and have a listen. Come and have a speak. Use your Dongwen. Don't be shy. Yula really isn't a scary person. Look at her.
Why?
She's tiny.
我只是跟你聊天而已。Just chat during the free lesson. 对啊，聊聊你们为什么学中文，聊聊你们怎么学中文，或者是聊聊你们对中文的想法，或是 even just life， 就是你的生活。所有的事情我们都可以用中文聊天，然后让你能够学习，让你知道我们是怎么样子上课的。对啊，就是像认识朋友一样。
Come along. Private lessons you can do, group lessons you can do, free lessons you can do. You can go along, come along to our website. You can contact with us anytime you like using the contact us box or chat at mandarinmonkey.com.
没错。
You can also, if you want to learn how to read and write Chinese,
中文字
you certainly can using Skritter.
没错。
Skritter. But please, before you just rush off to the website, go through to the website on the link below and use the promo code Mandarin Monkey, all caps, and you get 10% off all of your beautiful purchases going forward.
10%9折耶，9折耶，赶快去哦！好，谢谢你们收听，谢谢你们收看，希望你们今天都开心、快乐、健康、平安。我们下次见，拜。